Ladies, are you a woman who feels a deep calling, a divine push that moves you toward your destiny? Do you sense within you a power, a wisdom, an authority that can't be explained? What if I told you that these signs, these unmistakable qualities, are not coincidences, but clear signs that you are a woman dangerously chosen and anointed by God? Today, I'm going to share with you 5 profound signs that reveal you are one of the few who have been chosen for a divine purpose. These signs are not just for those with a title or platform, but for every woman who has ever felt the stirrings of a calling in her heart. By the end of this speech, you will see your life through a new lens, a lens that sees the hand of God at work in ways you may have never realized before. Now, if you've ever asked yourself, why me, or wondered about your purpose, this message is for you. It's time to uncover the truth about the anointing you carry. Watch closely, because these signs will reveal your God-given power and destiny in ways you never imagined. This speech will empower you to recognize the divine calling in your life. If you're ready to discover what makes you a force for change in this world, stay with me, because you're about to uncover 5 undeniable signs that show God's hand is guiding your every move. A woman who is dangerously chosen and anointed by God possesses an extraordinary strength that transcends ordinary understanding. It is a strength that comes from deep within, one that isn't derived from physical prowess or external validation, but from a wellspring of spiritual empowerment. This inner strength is transformative, not only for her life, but for the lives of those around her. She is a woman who is aware of her purpose, deeply rooted in faith and equipped with an unshakable conviction to navigate life's challenges. She understands that the world may not always recognize her worth, but she is secure in the knowledge that her value is immeasurable in the eyes of God. This empowerment isn't something she wakes up with every day in a traditional sense, nor is it a gift that is handed over easily. It is cultivated over time through the refining fire of trials and triumphs. A woman chosen by God is equipped to handle life's obstacles with resilience, drawing from a strength that can only be explained by her divine connection to something greater than herself. There are moments in her life when the weight of the world seems unbearable, when she faces struggles that feel like insurmountable mountains, yet she rises. She rises because her empowerment doesn't come from the approval of others, but from the deep knowledge that she is part of a grander design. Her confidence is not fragile. It is firm, rooted in the deep conviction that God has set a path for her that no circumstance can alter. What makes this strength so unique is that it is not prideful or ego-driven. Instead, it is a humility that knows its power but chooses not to flaunt it. It is a quiet authority that commands attention not through noise, but through presence. This power can be felt before a woman even speaks, as though something within her vibrates with divine energy. It doesn't matter if she's in a boardroom, a classroom, or at home with her family. Wherever she goes, her presence is felt. The world may see a woman who is quiet, reserved, or humble, but the spiritual realm sees someone who is strong enough to carry the weight of purpose, someone who has the fortitude to withstand the fiercest of storms and the most difficult battles. What often happens, however, is that women who are chosen and anointed by God tend to overlook the significance of this inner strength. They may downplay their own power or dismiss the impact they have on those around them. But this empowerment is not something to be hidden or ignored. It's something that needs to be embraced and recognized for what it truly is: a gift that is meant to be shared with others. She is meant to lead, to inspire, and to raise others up to reach their full potential. When a woman walks in her divine empowerment, she does so not for her own glory, but to fulfill the purpose that has been placed within her. Her strength is a reflection of the divine calling upon her life, and it is a force that can move mountains, change hearts, and ignite transformation in her community and beyond. This kind of empowerment is what makes her dangerous. Dangerous not in the sense of causing harm, but dangerous in her ability to bring about change. She is a woman who is aware of her influence, her power to create and transform, and she is not afraid to use it to fulfill her purpose. Her empowerment is the very force that can shift the world, one action, one decision, one life at a time. When she walks in her anointing, she not only claims her own destiny, but helps others step into theirs as well, becoming a beacon of light that shows the way for those. A woman chosen and anointed by God lives with a profound sense of purpose that guides her every decision and action. This purpose is not something she stumbles upon casually or discovers on a whim, but rather it is a clear divine calling that she is fully aware of. From the moment she recognizes her purpose, she begins to see the world through a different lens, one that transcends her individual desires or goals. Every relationship, every challenge, every success, and every setback becomes a part of a much larger story, one that she is playing a crucial role in. It's as though her life is a puzzle, and each piece is meant to fall into place to reveal a grand design which only God fully understands. Living with purpose means that she doesn't simply go through life aimlessly or reactively. She operates with intention, and every step she takes is aligned with the destiny that has been crafted for her. While others might be searching for meaning or wondering what their next move should be, she knows exactly why she is here and what she must do. It's a sense of knowing that provides her with clarity and direction, allowing her to walk with confidence even in uncertain circumstances. Her purpose fuels her every action, and as a result, she tends to live a life that's both fulfilling and impactful. The work she does, the people she encounters, and the ways she serves are all connected to that deep inner knowing of why she exists in this world. The beauty of purpose is that it is not only transformative for her, but it extends outward to those she encounters. Because she knows her purpose, she becomes a source of inspiration to others. People are drawn to her energy, her passion, and her unwavering commitment to her mission. Her purpose becomes a light that not only illuminates her own path, but also shines brightly for others to find their way. Those who are around her find themselves encouraged, challenged, and motivated to step into their own divine purpose as well. She isn't just living for herself. She is living for something much bigger, a divine mission that impacts the world around her. Purpose also gives her the ability to stay grounded in times of chaos and uncertainty. In a world that is constantly shifting, where distractions and obstacles seem to be endless, a woman who is purpose-driven remains steadfast. She doesn't waver in the face of challenges because she understands that everything she encounters is part of the greater plan God has for her life. Even when things don't go according to her own desires or expectations, she holds on to the understanding that there's a purpose in every moment. Whether she's experiencing hardship or success, she knows that she is always being led toward her ultimate calling. And that calling is bigger than any temporary setback or detour. A woman with divine purpose also tends to find fulfillment in places that others might overlook. While society often measures success by material gain or external achievements, she is motivated by something deeper. It's the fulfillment that comes from knowing that she is living in alignment with her God-given purpose. This sense of purpose often brings a sense of peace and contentment, even in the midst of a world that constantly pushes people to achieve more, do more, and be more. For her, fulfillment isn't about accumulating wealth or status. It's about fulfilling the calling on her life, serving others, and walking in the path that has been set for her. Purpose is the driving force behind her actions and decisions. It's what gives her life meaning and makes every experience significant. For a woman chosen and anointed by God, this purpose is not just something she is aware of. It's something that shapes the very essence of who she is and how she interacts with the world. It's what allows her to rise above the mundane and move forward with boldness, knowing that every step she takes is moving her closer to fulfilling her divine mission. This purpose empowers her to overcome obstacles, inspire others, and create lasting change in the world around her. A woman chosen and anointed by God is uniquely equipped with a remarkable resilience that allows her to face adversity head on and rise above it, no matter how daunting or difficult the challenge may seem. This resilience is not just a fleeting characteristic that she turns to when things get tough. It is an ingrained part of who she is, shaped by the trials and triumphs of her life. The experiences she has lived through, the struggles she has overcome, and the pain she has endured have all contributed to the depth of her resilience, making her a force to be reckoned with. It is a strength that cannot be shaken, even when everything around her seems to be falling apart. Resilience in a woman chosen by God is not about avoiding challenges or seeking an easy path. Rather, it is the unwavering ability to endure hardships with grace and faith. She knows that adversity is not something to fear or avoid, but an essential part of her growth and divine purpose. Every setback, every disappointment, and every failure becomes an opportunity to build strength, to learn, and to emerge even more powerful than before. Her faith in God is the bedrock of her resilience. She believes that no matter what happens, she is never alone, and that her struggles are part of a larger plan that will ultimately lead to her success and fulfillment. This resilience is also marked by an incredible sense of inner peace. While the world may see her facing a storm, she remains calm, centered, and focused. It is not that she is immune to pain or suffering, but rather that she has developed the ability to remain unshaken by external circumstances. She trusts that the challenges she faces are temporary and that they will eventually pass, making her stronger and more equipped for the next chapter of her life. This inner peace gives her the strength to keep going even when the road ahead seems uncertain, and it allows her to make decisions with clarity and confidence, no matter the obstacles in her way. What makes this resilience even more powerful is the way it affects those around her. A woman who has endured hardship and come through the other side with grace becomes a source of inspiration to others. She becomes a living testimony of what is possible when faith, perseverance, and strength come together. People look to her as an example of how to face their own struggles, and they find hope in her ability to overcome. Her resilience becomes contagious, inspiring others to press forward in their own lives, no matter how difficult their circumstances may be. She not only rises above her own challenges, but also helps others rise with her. At times, her resilience is forged in the quiet moments of her life. It is in the long nights of prayer, the quiet contemplation of God's promises, and the moments of deep reflection that her strength is nurtured. It is in those moments of solitude that she draws closer to God, seeking His guidance and strength to face what lies ahead. In this quiet place, she discovers the depth of her own faith, and it is here that her resilience is not only tested, but also strengthened. It is a resilience that is built, not just on personal strength, but on an unshakable trust in God's provision and love. This resilience is not a one-time event, but rather a continual process of growth and development. Each experience, whether good or bad, is part of the shaping of her character. She is constantly evolving, becoming a stronger, wiser, and more powerful woman with each passing day. Her resilience becomes a testament to the goodness and faithfulness of God, showing the world that with Him, she can endure anything. When she faces challenges, she doesn't just survive, she thrives, emerging stronger, more confident, and more equipped to continue her mission. This resilience is the hallmark of a woman who knows that she is anointed, that she is chosen, and that no matter what comes her way, she is capable of overcoming. A woman chosen and anointed by God has the ability to see potential where others may only see obstacles. This ability to recognize potential, not just in herself, but also in others, is a profound gift. It's a vision that goes beyond the surface, beyond what the world typically deems important, and taps into a deeper understanding of what is possible. This unique perspective allows her to see the untapped potential in every situation, every relationship, and every challenge she faces. When others may view a setback as a failure, she sees it as an opportunity for growth and transformation. Her vision is shaped by a spiritual understanding that nothing is ever wasted, and everything, every experience, every interaction is a piece of a greater design that is unfolding in her life. This ability to see potential is not limited to external circumstances. It also applies to the way she views herself. A woman who is chosen and anointed by God does not view herself as limited by her past, her mistakes, or her failures. Instead, she understands that she has been divinely equipped to grow, evolve, and achieve things that others might deem impossible. Even in moments of doubt or uncertainty, she has an unwavering belief in her own potential. She knows that God has placed within her the strength, wisdom, and courage to overcome any challenge and accomplish anything He has called her to do. This belief in her own potential fuels her desire to continue moving forward, even when the path is unclear or difficult. The way she sees potential in others is equally powerful. A woman chosen by God has the rare ability to look beyond a person's flaws, mistakes, or shortcomings and see the greatness within them. She recognizes that everyone, regardless of their current circumstances, carries untapped potential that can be nurtured, developed, and brought to fruition. She doesn't judge people based on their current state, but instead encourages them to rise to the best version of themselves. Whether it's a friend, a colleague, a family member, or even a stranger, she has the ability to inspire those around her to believe in their own worth and step into their own purpose. Her belief in others is not based on what they have already achieved, but on the divine potential that lies within them. She sees beyond the surface and encourages them to see the greatness that is possible. This ability to see potential also comes with a deep sense of responsibility. Because she knows that God has placed this gift within her, she feels a divine calling to help others recognize their own potential as well. She takes this responsibility seriously, using her influence and position to inspire, encourage, and uplift others. She understands that her words, her actions, and even her attitude can be a catalyst for transformation in the lives of those around her. Whether it's through mentoring, offering guidance, or simply being a listening ear, she is committed to helping others see and step into their potential. Moreover, this vision of potential also shapes the way she approaches challenges. When faced with adversity, a woman chosen and anointed by God doesn't see obstacles as insurmountable walls. Instead, she sees them as opportunities for growth and as stepping stones toward her purpose. She understands that even the most difficult moments can serve as valuable lessons that refine her character and equip her for the next phase of her journey. This perspective allows her to maintain hope and stay focused on the bigger picture, no matter how difficult the current situation may seem. The ability to see potential is also deeply tied to faith. A woman chosen by God believes that with God, all things are possible. She sees challenges as temporary, knowing that God has a plan and a purpose that transcends any temporary difficulty. Her faith enables her to remain focused on the future, to look beyond the immediate struggles, and to trust that every step she takes is a part of a divine purpose. In this way, her ability to see potential isn't just a matter of personal vision, it's a reflection of her deep trust in God's ability to work through her, to transform her, and to help her fulfill the purpose He has set before her. A woman chosen and anointed by God has the incredible gift of seeing potential in everything. She sees it in herself, in others, and in every situation she encounters. This vision empowers her to move forward with confidence and faith, knowing that nothing is impossible with God. It enables her to inspire and uplift those around her, helping them see the greatness within themselves. It is this vision of potential that propels her forward, allowing her to rise above obstacles, overcome challenges, and fulfill the divine purpose she was created for. A woman chosen and anointed by God is a beacon of unwavering faith, her belief in the divine being an unshakable foundation that guides her every step. Faith is the force that fuels her perseverance, resilience, and vision. It is the anchor that keeps her grounded, even when life presents challenges that seem insurmountable. This faith isn't just a passive belief, but an active living force that propels her forward into the unknown with trust in God's plan. She knows that life isn't always easy, and she faces the reality that hardships will come. But her faith enables her to move through those trials with a sense of peace and assurance. When others falter or become overwhelmed by doubt, she stands firm in the knowledge that her purpose is divinely orchestrated and that God's presence is always with her. The strength of her faith is evident not only in her actions, but also in the way she speaks. She speaks with conviction, knowing that her words carry power, and she speaks life into her circumstances, her relationships, and her own future. She doesn't entertain negativity or defeat. Instead, her words reflect the hope and confidence that come from trusting in God. Her faith is not contingent upon what she sees with her eyes, but rather upon what she believes in her heart. While the world around her might be filled with uncertainty and fear, she holds fast to the belief that God is in control and that everything is unfolding according to his divine plan. This faith shapes her decisions and choices. It gives her the courage to take bold steps when the path ahead is unclear. She isn't driven by fear of failure or rejection. Rather, she is motivated by a deep trust in God's guidance and provision. She knows that when she steps out in faith, she is not walking alone. God's presence goes before her, and his plans for her are far greater than any obstacle or challenge that may come her way. Her faith emboldens her to step into new opportunities, take risks, and trust that God will equip her with everything she needs to succeed. Her unwavering faith also shines through in the way she handles adversity. While others may be quick to give up or lose hope in difficult times, she holds onto her faith with tenacity. She believes that no matter how dark the moment may seem, there is always light on the other side. She understands that trials are a part of the process and that every setback is a setup for a greater comeback. Her faith reminds her that God's timing is perfect and that in his perfect will, she will emerge stronger, wiser, and more aligned with her purpose. In those times when she feels like giving up, her faith sustains her, urging her to press on, knowing that the breakthrough is just ahead. Faith also compels her to see others through the eyes of God's love and grace. She does not judge or condemn. Instead, she believes in the potential of every person, understanding that God can work in their lives just as he works in hers. Her faith leads her to love and serve others selflessly, knowing that by doing so, she is fulfilling God's will. She believes that she is called to be a vessel of God's love, light, and truth, and that by walking in faith, she can inspire others to do the same. What is most profound about her faith is the way it attracts divine favor. Because of her unshakable belief in God's promises, she is often blessed with opportunities that others may not receive. Doors open for her in ways that seem miraculous because her faith in God paves the way for his favor to manifest in her life. Her trust in him allows her to walk confidently into situations where others might hesitate, and as a result, she experiences breakthroughs and blessings that affirm her divine anointing. Her faith is the foundation upon which everything in her life is built. It is the source of her strength, her resilience, and her ability to see potential where others might see only limitations. It empowers her to live a life of purpose, to inspire others, and to fulfill the unique calling that God has placed on her life. With faith as her anchor, she knows that she can face any challenge, rise above any obstacle, and step into the future that God has prepared for her. Her unwavering belief in God and his divine plan is the ultimate expression of her anointing and chosenness, and it is the driving force behind everything she does. In conclusion, a woman who is chosen and anointed by God embodies strength, purpose, and unwavering faith. She recognizes the power within her to transform her life and the lives of those around her. Her ability to see potential where others see obstacles. Her unwavering faith that sustains her through challenges, and her deep connection to her divine calling all serve as powerful signs that she is indeed chosen by God for something extraordinary. As she moves through life, she does so with the confidence that comes from knowing she is divinely equipped for every purpose, challenge, and opportunity that comes her way. Her faith is not only a personal source of strength, but also a beacon for others, encouraging them to tap into their own potential and walk confidently in their own divine purpose. She understands that her journey is not about perfection, but about growth, resilience, and trust in God's plan. Every step she takes is guided by the conviction that she is walking in alignment with God's will, and her life is a testament to the power of faith, purpose, and divine anointing. If you are a woman who feels chosen and anointed by God, know that this is not just a title or a blessing, but a powerful responsibility. It is a call to walk boldly in your purpose, to encourage others, and to fulfill the divine mission that has been placed before you. Embrace your strength, trust in your faith, and continue to be a beacon of light in a world that so desperately needs it. Your life is a living testimony to the greatness of God's anointing, and by walking in that truth, you can inspire others to do the same.